Hello everybody, this is Puma70 here with the ConnMovieMakers, and today I decided to stray a little bit from the usual FPS games and all that and Minecraft, and I was going to talk about the new patch that just came out for Civ 5 called the Fall Patch, which was released November 1st, 2012 for PC users. I think the Mac users just got it recently. So this is going to go over a brief thing about all the notes that I thought were pertinent in the game, and I'm just going to give you basic information. If you want to know more about any of the things you may not know what a term is, you could always use the in-game Civilopedia, or there will be a link in the description for the online Civilopedia. And don't forget to check out the actual changelog on CivFanatics. I will also put a link in the description for that. So let's go ahead with the fixes here. The bug fixes. For civilizations and traits, the Ottoman naval upkeep was fixed. That basically means the maintenance on all of your naval units will be adjusted accordingly. I'm not sure on the actual change, but they went and changed that. The German unique ability and oligarchy social policy now work together correctly. I've been hearing some issues about that for a while on the forums. Now for city-states. Mercantile city-states now only get a unique luxury for the first city and not the cities they conquer. Yes, city-states can actually conquer other cities, other nations' cities, but they will not get extra luxury resources with it, which was a problem because the game developers didn't anticipate that. And when you capture a city-state, the unique luxury is removed upon capture, so players can no longer get it by taking over a city-state. And when it is liberated, the city-state, they will get the luxury resource back. Diplomacy. Corrected an issue that caused the AI to attempt coups too often when chances of success were too low. That would be using spies to try and change your influence in a city-state, which has happened quite a bit to me. I know that is a big issue, and that is quite an annoying spam on the espionage thing, which they also fixed. They fixed the notifications that you will be getting for espionage, which is good. Another bit, resurrecting a player will have both sides forget any denouncing that has happened before the resurrection. Basically means if you were to liberate someone, they would not have any previous complaints against you, I would say, any denouncements. That's good. I'm not going to go too much in religion, but I will tell you that they did add a new national wonder. It's called the Grand Temple. You need a temple in all of your workable cities, I believe. And the Grand Temple increases the religious pressure of your religion emanating from your main city, which I've actually tested it out in-game, and it does work quite well. It upped it, I want to say, by at least 30 to 40 points, which is very impressive. Now the AI fixes. The Dutch will now build farms before polders are available. I've noticed this before. The Dutch seem to just make trading posts much like everyone else in the game, but there's a mod to fix that as always. Do not allow Carthaginian units to spawn on mountains. I haven't seen this much, but I thought it was pertinent to add just because it always seems like Carthage is getting destroyed right off the bat. Alright. So AI will now build more workboats and will improve oil plots in the water. As one thing I've never seen the AI do is improve actual oil plots in the water. I've seen them improve some fish and stuff, some crabs, whales. I've just never seen them improve oil plots, so that'll be good. That'll add a little bit more to the game. And fix an issue where citizen management focus on production, possibly other ones, could lead to starvation. I know it's happened to me when I tried it. I don't know how it affects the AI, but I am inferring it's the same way. Now units. There is a issue when you go to select your next unit, it will randomly whisk you across the world. Now what they did in this patch is they did a better next unit selection. So instead of the camera jumping great distances, they would jump to the closest unit available, so you wouldn't have to turn off the auto unit rotation option. And the unit cycling improvement, when a unit is promoted, they do not cycle immediately to that unit, which is good because that unit could be all the way across the map. Other things that have changed with units, helicopters can now take damage while ending their turns over mountains. and the Ottoman Janissary heals 50 points instead of 100 points when killing enemy units, which is actually quite a bit of an exploit when you look at it. Now for balance changes. Reduce the happiness a bit from mercantile city-states. You no longer get the +1 bonus happiness from going from friends to allies since you already have the luxuries, and eliminated the +1 happiness while entering the industrial era. That's good because in those bigger games you have 90% of the world conquered, you'll have crazy happiness because you can appease every city-state. Ballistics is now required for railroads. This will force the AI to get railroads before going too deep into the tree, which is good because I haven't seen AI actually make I haven't seen them make an extensive railroad network. The most I've seen is between maybe 2 cities at most. Another big one, pillaging tiles now awards +25 HP to the pillaging unit. So that's a very good way if you want to keep attacking someone, you can heal your units up relatively quickly. And for the Austrians have a unique ability changes for their diplomatic marriage bonus, where you must be an ally for 5 turns before you can undergo a diplomatic marriage with a city-state. Now for diplomacy and espionage. They added about 9 new AI levels of peace deals, which you cannot see them in game, but the AI will process what's going on in the game, you know, if they're losing a conflict, and they will think about which one they want. I'm going to list some of them here. Now the first one is 0, which is white peace, which means they give up nothing. It's basically a mutual peace agreement. No one gains anything from it. And then you can go to about the midway point of submission, which is all resources, all gold, max GPT, and open borders from that civilization that you are making peace with, or I should say that they're making peace with you because they're losing the conflict. And this goes all the way to unconditional surrender, which means you lose all of the cities but the capital and all the gold. And there's many other things in between where you can lose 1/2 gold, you can lose more cities, and there's a whole bunch more there. I just listed about 3. Again, if you want to take a look at all of these, there will be that link there, so you can look at the changelog. Now more on the AI. The AI will now liberate cities and resurrect players, and there are notifications when the AI resurrects players and cities, which is good to know. And AI will resurrect another non-human player when they're trying to win a diplomatic victory, and AI will return a city to its original owner if they have a defensive pact with them, or if they have a declaration of friendship. And they will try to also avoid liberating too many cities if, you know, they're not going for the diplomatic victory as well. For diplomacy, the peace treaty duration scales with the game speed, as well as the declaration of friendships and announcements. That means the base ones, the normal ones, I think they're about 10 turns for the peace treaty. They're not very long. But declaration of friendship and announcements for, I think, marathon, which is the longest, can be upwards of 100 turns now, which are quite significant in the game itself. Another bit, rebalance the diplomatic intrigue. So when you were to say, so another civ was going to attack the civ you're talking to currently, you would get a bonus for that. They rebalanced that, so they lowered it a little bit. And they also lowered the penalty to ask a civ to stop spying on you, which, I don't know, I don't think they really needed to do that, but that's fine, I guess. Now more for units. Prize ships now have a 50% chance of converting similar combat strength ships, which would mean if you were to have a privateer attack a privateer, it would be roughly the same. But if you were to have a privateer attack, say, an ironclad or a battleship, it would scale with the combat strengths between 28 and 80% chance of converting that ship. Also, the AI will now pillage the land utilizing the pillage to heal aspect that was included in this edition. Now for AI. The AI will spend more on defense, build more naval and air units. They said that for naval-based civilizations, they will try to not to field a navy of above 15 plus units before the first 100 turns. I know that's been a problem for Carthage, especially on the yet another Earth map packs, since Carthage never really has an army apparently. Reduce the chance of Haile Selassie of Ethiopia to expand wide. That's happened many times, including on the, like I just said, the Yet Another Earth map, where he will just expand far too wide. Askia to the left of him is a more broader expansion and will just overtake him easily. AI will not considering annexing cities, will not try if they're trying to win a cultural victory or if the empire is currently unhappy. They also added a tactical/homeland AI improvement, which means they do not heal if under enemy ranged fire. So basically means they will lose more health than they heal if they're being attacked by, say, archers or artillery. And have AI build units for sneak attack, slightly higher priority if at high difficulty levels. That's another thing that's happened, especially on the larger maps, like the big huge maps or whatever they're called in this game. I think they're just huge. Is that I will learn about sneak attacks every 5 seconds, and I will never see an army accompany it. Most I've seen is a navy of like 4 ships. Alright, and make Dido of Carthage deceptive. Apparently that's historical. I don't know, I've never really researched Carthage. Most I know about is Hannibal, and he was kind of a boss. So, yeah, if you guys found this information helpful, and we would like it if you could like, subscribe, maybe even share it with the Civ community. And I'm going to be posting a link to this on the Steam workshops and discussions, and possibly on CivFanatics. So if you thought this was a very helpful piece of information, just send it to your friends, send it to anyone who needs a little bit more information on how to play Civ. If you have any questions regarding Civ 5, feel free to comment in our video here, and we'll try our best to help. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that, and we'll catch you guys next week. See you later.